In this video, I will show you how to create high quality backlinks for free using images. We will create our own images, whether you take photographs or you design them, and then we upload them on free image hosting websites like Unsplash, Pixabay. And after 5-6 months, we will do reverse image search to see how many blogs are using our images. So I'm just taking a random example here just to see how many sites are using my images. So the results will start appearing in Google SERPs. You can also do a direct search through Google and see how many sites are using your image. Here we can see so many websites are using our image, and we can reach out to all of these websites and request them for a linkable credit. All right, so with image outreach, one of the most important steps is your keyword research, your topic research. Keywords and topics around which you are going to create your images. So let's say you are running a website around crypto, right? So the first thing you can do is just using ChatGPT or any other tool, ask the tool to give you a list of unique keywords around which there are a number of new articles being written. So you'll get a bunch of unique topics around your niche. So over here, ChatGPT has given me a bunch of topics around which there is a high demand of articles being written. And then we will double check using Ahrefs. So go to Ahrefs Content Explorer, enter the keyword, and then we see if there is a growing or stable trend, or just in general, if we see every year, if there is a high number of articles being written around this topic or around this keyword. Meme coin can be a keyword or topic around which we can create our images. The goal is that you only want to use those topics or keywords that have high number or a consistent number of articles being written around. You can also use exploding topics. You can get some ideas through Google Trends as well. But I think the simplest way is to use ChatGPT or any other AI tool to give you ideas. Don't go too broad, stick to 1 or 2 word keywords. So instead of using a really long keyword like this, use shorter ones. So also like over here, instead of the whole non-fungible tokens, I would rather use NFTs. Over here, we can see the trend of articles being written around NFTs. So even though the trend is going down compared to previous years, there is still quite a lot of articles being published around NFTs each month. And if I add another filter to see how many bloggers are using NFTs in that title, the trend is still decent in terms of the number of articles being written around it, right? So you can use these filters and again use Ahrefs to see exactly how many articles are being written around that keyword, especially how many bloggers are using that keyword in the article title, because the goal is to create images for the header image section of blog. When bloggers are publishing articles, they usually want a header image for the article, and they want to find an image that easily fits the entire theme of the article. And that's why this keyword research or topic research is really important. Do this research, make a list of 20, 30 unique topics, and start making your images around it. Now, when it comes to creating these images, what I've usually seen, especially a few years ago, Unsplash, Pixabay, Pexels, is to push photographs more than digital artwork, images created by either Photoshop or AI. But now I'm seeing that more and more digital artwork, images created either through Photoshop or other apps or through AI, they are being pushed or promoted more on these platforms a lot. But make sure, even if you're creating images using any app or using AI, it needs to be of high quality. These platforms have a high rejection rate as well. So if creating image that isn't of great quality, the color scheme, the resolution, all that is not that great, then they will not accept your images and will not publish. So yeah, just make sure the quality is really high. Next, create images in landscape mode only, because for an article's header image, landscape mode images are picked up more compared to portrait images. So go for landscape mode. Once you've already done your keyword research, your topic research, run your keywords through these platforms to see what kind of images are showing up for those shortlisted keywords or topics. So let's say our topic is crypto. So here I can see the kind of images that are getting a lot of downloads or the popular images that are around this topic. And also just open and see the number of downloads for these images. So this one has 200,000 plus downloads on another platform. Let's see how many downloads. This one has around 46,000 plus downloads. So basically, when you go through these images, you can make comparisons of what kind of colors people like, what kind of resolution people like, what kind of designs people like for your shortlisted keyword and shortlisted topics. This research will help you to come up with better designs for your images. In case you don't want to create images, you can also try to buy the ownership of these images. Now, to shortlist which images you should buy or try to get the ownership of, what you can do is just run your keywords through these platforms and look for images that have really high number of downloads. And let's say for this one, this has above 200,000 plus downloads. And if I see the Ahrefs stats, you will see that it already has 200 plus unique referring domains. Let's scan for one more image here and see. Okay, this one has 155 referring domains already. So these are good candidates for, the images that we can possibly buy. We can reach out to the owners of these images and try to buy the license or just the ownership of these images. You can also use Ahrefs to find images that already have a high number of referring domains. So run these platforms, Pexels, Unsplash, Pixabay through Ahrefs. Go to Best by Links option and enter your keyword and then see a list of all the images that already have a high number of referring domains. So this image already has a high amount of referring domains. And yeah, we can reach out to the creator of this image and see if they will be willing to sell the ownership of this image to you. Once your images are ready and you start creating your profile on various image sharing platforms, few things to note. In your profile section, make sure to mention that all images are created by and then add your website's full URL. This really helps when you reach out to webmasters who are using your images and they ask for ownership proof. And I'll explain more on that in a bit. Also, when you're uploading your images, make sure to add relevant tags. After you've uploaded these images on these image sharing platforms, try to add these images in some of your blogs as well. Because when you reach out to webmasters who are using your images, you can request them to give links to your blogs where you have added those images. After 5-6 months, you need to start tracking which all sites are using your images. The best thing to do is do a Google image search and you will be able to see all the sites that are using your images. Just make sure you click on the exact match option. Usually Google takes a lot of time to show websites that have recently started using your images. So what you can do is you can use tools like mention.com or Ahrefs alerts and set alerts for whenever someone is using the profile name that you have set on these image sharing platforms. A lot of times these webmasters who are using your images will give unlinked image credits to the profile name that you have used on Pexels or Pixabay or Unsplash. And these tools pick up those mentions really quick. Sometimes within 24 hours or even a couple of hours, you'll get a notification that someone gave you image credits. So if you set these alarms or alerts, you will get notified whenever someone gives you an unlinked image credit, and then you can reach out to them and ask for a linked do follow credit. One more thing you can do is run your image URL through Ahrefs and see how many websites have already given link credits but are linking to your Unsplash or Pixabay or Pexels page or URL. So let's say if this was our image, 232 domains are linking to this image. So what we can do is we can reach out to these webmasters, these websites that are using this image but are linking to our Unsplash page. So we'll request them to give credits to our website instead of Unsplash, Pixabay, or any other image sharing platform. Now, the most important part of our image outreach, the email template. So when you are running an image outreach campaign and you're reaching out to webmasters who are using your images, you cannot be very aggressive in your approach. You have to be very polite, or else they can complain to any of these image sharing platforms, and that can result in getting your profile banned from these platforms. So the template is very simple. You reach out to them and say, hey, I'm glad that you're using my image. Will it be possible for you to give me credits, a do follow link to the original creators or original source? And also mention that you can see the ownership proof on our Pexels, Pixabay, Unsplash profile. And that's why we had mentioned that in your profile description, make sure to add all images are created by, and then add your website URL there. Also, you can attach the image in your email so the webmaster knows which image you are referring to. And yeah, just keep it simple. Send a few follow-ups, but as I mentioned, make sure you are not aggressive. Be very polite in your outreach emails, and this way you will be able to get free do follow link credits for your images. Sometimes some webmasters may ask for payments. We usually consider paying only if the website stats are really great. And lastly, make sure to keep a proper track of all the sites that are using your images. Just track everything on a sheet. Sites that have already given you credits, mark them as live. The ones that have bounced or have removed your image, keep a note accordingly. In this way, you won't miss out on any link opportunity. If you found this video useful, would you mind hitting the subscribe and like button? It will mean a lot to us.